Hello, hello, it's Veru, and we are back in a cosmic rock. I'm learned again so much since I recorded the last 3 episodes of this. My playtime has probably tripled since then. I cannot help myself from playing this game. And looks like I haven't made any crazy stupid mistakes. Let's just stop that right there. Now, let's just quickly look at the disease map. This is actually a really solid map in some ways. This bit of disease nastiness is a bit garbage. But it's not... This is not an unsalvageable map. And I don't think I've done anything that makes it unsalvageable. Now, last I remember, we were still being incredibly picky about who we bring in. So much so that it is cycle 43, and we have one extra dupe. Who was the newest? Catalina, I believe, is the newest. And she came in with Learning 1. Why would I bring her in? Why did I allow her to join? And look at Learning 7. Learning 7. Learning 10. What is... Catalina, what's special about you? Why have I allowed you to join my elite colony of super badasses? You must have something. Got high creativity, high strength. High starting strength. I guess if I'm just going to have her currying about. And speaking of just having my guy do one thing, the game has actually been updated since the last time I recorded the episode, and we've got lots of new stuff, including a priorities listing, which allows me to tell Catalina that in general, supplying, tidying are your highest priorities. After that, life support. Life support, farming. Everything else you just sort out as you can. Camille, you are amazingly smart, but I'd like you to not focus on researching. In fact, she can't research, so that's fine. She's never going to get smarter. She's learning 0 and she's never getting smarter. You guys, I would like to focus on research. Who's my best digger? You also focus on digging. Who is my best builder? Ah, she is by far my best operator. Please focus on operating. We're gonna go with that for now. What is going on here? The switch is on. You guys are plugged in. Ah, it's because I haven't unpaused. So, yeah. We are researching artistic expression. That is a good thing to research. Now, 4 is actually fine for right now. I could eventually put in a second bedroom. That would be fine. What I do want to do, and we're going to start working towards it now. And this is a good place. Long-term goal. I've played about 5 different colonies since I recorded the last episode on my own time, and heat is the big deal. Now, I am probably going to resort to at some point demonstrating Saturnus. If you know anything about the forums for this game, Saturnus is a gentleman who came up with this thing called the Borg Cube, and to be honest, it's absolutely brilliant. So, at some point we are going to probably build one. And before we do that, however, we are going to just decide how we want to airlock this. So, here, out, probably do about here, I'm guessing. Yep, that looks right. To here. So what we're going to end up doing is building an external retaining wall. And we're going to close this off, and we're going to eventually pump all the air out and make a vacuum. Now, the reason we're going to do this is because in a vacuum, there is no air. In the absence of air, heat cannot transfer from the outside of the world into the inside of my base. and we like absence of heat. So now you're going to be there. There. So this I'm just right now defining the outer walls. I'm going to come to here. I'm actually going to probably want to move this water up. No, I didn't move this water down. I think this water's been here. I could be wrong. It shouldn't be too difficult to move up. Here's the thing. I don't actually need that much space right now. And I'm filling this whole place up with oxygen, and it's a bit wasteful. In fact, let's do ourselves a favor for the meantime. Let's move the beds upstairs. We're going to move the beds upstairs partially because... well, ultimately, it's because they spend a lot of time in bed, and they are hot. And heat rises. So I want to bring them as high up as I can. Right now, energy is kind of pretty mild. I've got my fridge up already. And me being silly, I don't need that. Farm station does not work with meal wood. Not only that, but these things don't need to be on a floor. They count as a floor tile. Learning, learning, learning. You learn so much when you play a game a ridiculous number of hours. Oh my god, I put so many hours into it. I think about it right before I go to bed. I wake up thinking about it. I should have been a civil engineer, probably, for the amount of enjoyment I get out of solving engineering problems. I wish only that I had the actual NAFs, to be able to do it properly. So let's make sure you guys got your cots. I did say to do this as an emergency. Yep. Yep. And then the beds. Thank you. Just to be clear, I want that done. No one else is going to have any beds. One thing I could do is I could use this to start my plumbing system. I'm gonna probably, let's see, if I put this here, I could turn this into my pollution cistern. That being said, there's a bit of space outside of the base, and this is probably gonna be a good place to leave. Unless I want to go down through here. I've already got one out, and I've already got another one up here, but I can seal that one off. Like I said, look at all that iron. Algae over here, algae over here. There's a lot of good resources. This is a very open, spacious base. Now, the one I'm playing in the most recent playthrough I'm doing for myself is just absolutely surrounded by slime. To the point where I'm having a real hard time. I'm actually trying to freeze the slime out. I'm creating these super cooling Borg cubes, and I'm using them to try and push the slime back. It's not really working. Need to find a better way of handling slime. So, pressure management artistics. Let's get filtration. Would be nice to have. I could start separating gases. Probably slightly more important to me is going to be, let's see, a lot of algae on the map. New tech. There is a new tech called ranching, which allows you to, rather than having to trap critters, you can try to wrangle some of them, and then you can place them back into the world. Now, also, critters, as they call them, require you to maintain their needs, so you have to feed them. You have to take care of their general... They're going to be like plants now, where they have a temperature they like to be at. And they will be more productive. So if I can get a bunch of hatches, put them in a nice spot, keep them fed, and keep them at a nice temperature, they will consume more and make more coal, is my understanding. Now, this just came out today. Maybe... I think I stopped the game to make dinner about 3 hours ago, and when I came back to the game, it had updated, and this was live. So it's really quite new. Automation would be nice to have, but let's face it, I'm not going to mess with automation until I get some smelting going. To get smelting going, I'm going to need to get some proper ways of disposing of hot water. Let's head straight for smelting. Smelting is such an important tech. Okay, everybody's up here in the new beds. Thank you, guys. Okay, hatches. I've got one up here. One down here. Ooh, 3 in here. I've done a good job of corralling the hatches into a relatively small area. I'm pretty happy with that. Do I just have the one oxidizer? How much algae do I have? 6.6 tons. That's pretty okay. We are going to leave this open until I can collect all this algae. I am going to try and explore a little bit further up. See what we've got going on. Maybe get a bunch of this iron. Wait. I got rid of that because I basically don't want to discover any thermal vents, any geysers or anything like that. Anything that'll start heating up and pushing heat into the world, because they don't start doing that until you discover them. I don't want to discover any of those until after I've got my heat shield in place. So if I go here, I could... Honestly, it lines up pretty well. It means I won't be accessing this, but I can dig this all out and just take all of these resources before. I think that's the thing to do. So, termination, actually going to be there. That doesn't actually need to be, it can be right there. And eventually, the goal is we're going to have a couple different exits. So one, I think, is going to be here. Might as well use this to start building my pollution cistern. My polluted water cistern, which is a good enough place for it. The other one is probably going to be out this way. Got a nice long thing. That's one going to the left, one going to the right. Eventually I could build little outposts and consider heading north or south from there. Now, I would love to be able to just go straight south through this, but that is not going to work for me. The difference being I could plow right through this abyssalite once I have someone as a miner, and Frankie is clearly the guy for that. Once I've got lots of pretty things everywhere. Okay, no point doing that, because I do things so differently now. But it's fine. This is totally recoverable. We want pretty everywhere. In fact, what am I thinking? Let's make all of this out of granite. If it's going to be pretty, why not be very pretty? I think I'm making that out of sandstone, which is garbage. Okay. Boink. Eventually some more dudes are going to join us, and we'll build some more tables. I'm thinking. Now, when I'm playing my own games, I do this thing where I basically save 3 seconds before the duplicant comes up, and then I just save scum. Because I just can't stand crap dudes, and ultimately I end up fixing my population between 6 and 10 most of the time. When I'm playing by myself, I'm generally working on trying to grasp some of the mechanics. Like, I now understand a little bit more about how gases work. Hydrogen being the lightest always goes up. I know hydrogen's the lightest gas. I mean, I know that from studying chemistry, but never crossed my mind that that's, you know, how the game is actually going to model things. They really did a great job with this. I do not have any lice loaf. I've got tons of meal lice. What the heck? Continuous. Oh, it's disabled because I also have tons of lice loaf. And I have a very small population, and there's absolutely no need to just continue making it. Okay, so this thing is going to be filling up with polluted oxygen. I don't have deodorizer yet. Eventually I'm going to move it outside of the base. fact, decontamination. I'll get there soon enough. It's fine. Gosh, there's so much algae on this map. I mean, tons and tons of it. If I can be smart, and I think I can. For instance, let's airlock all of these spaces off. Anything I'm not using, why am I trying to improve or fill that with breathable gases? There's no good reason to. Yeah, we want you to have breathable gases. If I am going to seal the base here, I'm going to need to get this water up. So what I'm probably going to do is start planning out my internal cistern. Now, internal cistern I like to use as a heat sink. One of the big advantages of water is it takes a hell of a long time for it to heat up. So, thinking it's going to look a bit... Nope. Nope. Thinking it is going to look a bit like this. Yeah. This is probably a big enough cistern. Okay, so once this thing is built, and it shouldn't take too long to get that done. How badly do I want to do this right now? It's not a huge change to what I'm doing, so that's fine. Thinking out loud. Basically, the question is whether I'm going to open this up now, get some of this water out so that I can start coming down here, filling in these tiles early. Now, alternately, I think there's a better way for me to do this for the time being, which is I'm going to come out here, because I need to start opening this whole section up anyway. I'm going to need to be able to get through vertically the area that I'm defining in the beginning as being the dead space in the vacuum. Okay. And just so I can remember what I'm doing, it's going to be all of that. We're going to want all of that. Is this all bleach stone? No, it's all sand. Do I have any bleach stone visible on the map? Yeah, we've got some down here. Got some down here. Okay. Okay, so we've got a plan. As soon as I can get this cistern built, and what I'm definitely going to do now, actually, is I'm going to get this in place. And I'm going to get a pump in here, so that as we bring the water in here, I've already got my pump in place. In fact, I don't want it there. I'd rather have it right in the corner. Liquid pump, copper ore. I could do a graded kind of cisterns so that the water really pools up over the pump, but I think I've got enough water right now. I don't need that. It's not really an issue. So instead, let's just drop this ladder down. And we should be able to dig a lot of this out. Now, a lot of this water is going to pour in, and that's fine. Before it does that, though, we want to make sure that we have tiled off the bottom section. Okay. Oh, look at them. They take their hats off now. This is part of the update. They used to sleep in their hats, which was, I mean, not a big deal. But, you know, you don't want to sleep in a hat. I don't even like keeping my hair up while I sleep. Keep your research going fine, though. I'm gonna need you guys at work soon. You know what? I need you guys doing some more different work. We've got enough tech now to get the starting of our base going. I wish I had a little bit faster mode for you. I could try cutting the episode, but instead I'm not going to because I honestly don't like doing it. Let's see. Okay. Frankie, you have done everything else. So, next thing is Groundskeeper. Groundskeeper, I didn't really think about how amazing it is, but it's truly amazing. Look at what it gives you. +2 to strength. Strength, of course, influences how much you can carry, and everybody has to carry stuff in this game. Which, incidentally, is why I think it's absurd that you can have a character that can't haul in Rimworld. Like, in reality, in any kind of survival situation, no one would be like, oh, you feel too special to carry things? Okay, we'll cope with it. It'd be like, no, shut up, dude. Just carry stuff. Don't be a dick. Can you guys finish this, please? Job's mastered. Good job, Ada. Ada, you are now also a groundskeeper. Could leave this open, but I am going to eventually close this, which begs the question, I should probably get as many of these resources as I can now. Okay, so that's not going to work, but this will. Is there a reason you're not doing this? No, doesn't appear to be. Good job, Camille. Okay, it might be that this save is broken. This is the priority system. Everybody, toggle is the most important thing in the world. Always toggle first. You, sir, I need you to move. Dude. Yes, you. Move. Thank you. Okay. Now, I did remember seeing that they will prioritize their personal priorities over jobs. Over, like, the priorities that I give individual things. So that might be a problem. I might need to figure out how to deal with that system better. But that is working now. No longer having to worry about wasting air getting into there. Do need air to stay in here for air pressure purposes. Give me someone good. Garbage. Now, okay, you might be thinking, oh, he's pretty good. Look at him, he's got +1 to everything. But he's a narcoleptic, and honestly, +1 is not impressive. Like, they get 1 very quickly if they've got high learning, and he will get +2 to any of these very slowly with +1 learning. So, he is true and utter garbage. He's not as bad as slow learner Devin here. Devin, be prepared to be icked. You are now goo. Get everybody off to sleep. Somebody please do this door so you guys can get your bonus. I need to give somebody a build as a higher priority. Build. Construction skill 5. Whoa, come on, pop up, work, 4. Okay, so, yeah, build. No one's doing any research right now, so you all might as well get to work. Do we have any idea where the frozen biome is yet? A frozen biome, rather? No, that's a lot of vacuum. That is a good place to just shunt a lot of gases we don't want. One day. And it's now a nice room. Got a nice room. Got a nice room. 3 nice rooms. Other rooms. Oh! Stable. Ranch station. Minimum size toilet. Okay, that's new. Yeah, okay. Starting to build some pretty things. That's good. I don't want to move anyone up to tier 3 jobs until I've got a lot of nice pretty stuff. We got the food already, but I'm just not interested in stress. So, who do I have who does art? Different thing now. Art student. You're the only person who is going to be doing this. Yeah. Everyone else. Nope. Nope. You can never do art. Only Camille is good enough. Once those batteries are charged, once you get to painting, Camille. There you go. Look at this. Brilliant. So he's a digging master. So he's just going through the digging motions. Someone else is gonna have to do all that building. Okay. Hold off on those, please. I want to be able to get access to that again. These dudes are surprisingly bad at knowing how to get oxygen. Oh, really? This is open to the world? Chlorine? Okay, come on. Please. Get in here. Please sort this. Yeah. Oh wow, look how well she builds. Thank you. Oh, she can build through. That's odd. Seems wrong. Oh, wow. I appreciate all of the mad skills. And she's at it. Will we get a masterpiece before night falls? I love their gun. I love that it's already covered in paint. Yes, masterpiece. Okay, we are good to go. She is set to decrease the stress of the entire colony. We're going to be chilled out. Everyone in here is probably already just like, oh man, this art is amazing. If a bit repetitive, if we're being honest. Do me a favor, I'd like someone to clean that toilet. Never mind, we'll wait. Oh, no, can't wait. And it's bedtime. Dude, don't just gasp down here. Oh, you're garbage, man. You're not going to get any sleep. Frankie, why? Why couldn't you just plan your schedule a bit better? That's my bad. I need to be paying attention to people. Oh, oxygen. Where are you, Frankie? Give this duplicant a new name. Nah, I was gonna call him idiot. Frankie, where'd you go? There he is. That's you, isn't it? Yeah. Really? You're like, I know. I want to go do that little bit. Okay. There's like a ton of crap to do here, dude. I am going to need at some point. Let's put an airlock in for now. Just because I don't want this whole... Well, actually, no. I want this whole area to fill up with CO2. That'll help pull pressure out and allow oxygen to spread to the areas I really want it in. Did you get a new job? What happened, Frankie? I didn't give you a new job, did I? Didn't you already have that job? Did you lose your hat? Oh, Frankie. I don't know what to do about you, mate. Let's cancel this off for now. So long-term goals, I want to get some internal cooling systems up and going. Because eventually, I mean, I don't want to have to move all of my industry out of the base. Some key industry is going to get moved out of the base pretty early, but in general, I'd like to be able to keep some of my industry in the base. Look at all that algae. Ah, this is why. I am super duper low on storage. 1, 2, okay. I think I'll just stack it all up here for now. It's good to actually have storage in a, oh no, I've got tons of storage. Just no one is bringing stuff into storage, that's fine. They are efficient. I've got 4 dudes, and I feel like they're doing the work of many. Helps that we've already got a lot of food, so I'm not worried about that. I would very much appreciate more dudes, though. At this point, I think the thing I want most for Christmas is a, 8 learning dupe with high athletics and strength. Come on, game. You want to give it to me. You want to. Okay, disease is in check. Ladder is up, so we can now get down and do all this stuff. Is it still unreachable? Ah, ladder's not fully down. Need either this tile constructed or this last bit of ladder constructed first. This is what I want to see. I want to see the bathrooms pointing generally opposite, or 90 degrees, so that I know that as this bathroom gets full, this one should have just been emptied. Never have to hopefully worry about 2 bathrooms being out of order at the same time. Don't spray him while he's using the loo. Oh, God. I actually work in a place where they use this horrible spray. It's like this, it's just kind of a real chemically... It's an aerosol-based air freshener, but it's one of those ones that you're not supposed to use if people are sort of perfume sensitive, chemical sensitive, and I am, so I literally can't breathe properly when they spray this stuff. But we do serve a lot of people, including some people who are very destitute, and some of those people don't have access to good hygiene practices for obvious reasons. So, I mean, I can understand why they use these sprays, but oh, wish they'd find a more, or a less disgusting spray, basically. If you wanted to know that odd fact about me. Okay, now this is good. Let's just quickly... Nope. If I can get you guys to sweep up that, I'll feel comfortable replacing... Actually, is this all just... I don't even care about that. Go for it. All this algae. Algae and food. Yep. Get it done. have you to auto-harvest. I do have you to auto-harvest. Okay, now, is this going to start breaking through? Doesn't look like it. So, we're going to take this whole section out. I'm going to already get in place to put a pitcher pump right over here. Might start off a little bit lower to begin with. And then we're going to get ready to flood this area. Yeah, I know. We will be able to dig abyssalite soon enough. Worry yourself not a bit. Whoa. Why? Okay, because you're an idiot. To be fair, it's partially my fault. If not completely. Let's get this as a 9, please. Yeah, get it done. Get some oxygen, buddy. Oh my god, it's a Thursday night and they're already partying. Garbage. Ooh, anemic and flatulent, please. Anemic, great. Can't dig, and you're garbage at learning. You are all welcome to be turned into ooze. Ah, they're eating. They're usually eating or pooping. If they're not in bed. They're cute though, aren't they? This guy's got highlights. I love the art style of this game. There's oxygen up here. Not very good. This might be a good place to put a second algae deoxidizer, simply because it's going to actually force air through some areas that I want it going through, which is fine by me. Who is the crap lady? Crap lady, Catalina, you're a gopher. Life support. Please always be doing that as well. Probably fish that iron ore out before it gets filled in with piss. Okay, that ladder's going up nice and quick. I've heard this music so much now. It's absolutely. I mean, I don't think you can see my Steam overlay, but 118 hours total, and also 118 hours in the past 2 weeks. So, because I've only had the game that long. Oh my gosh, it's bad. And good. I love it. It's a great game. Let us start pulling the water out. Before we do that, actually, get the algae. Or don't wait. That's fine. Let's just. So one of the ways to move water around in this game is just to build things in the space that the water's in. It's very effective. So I'll build these tiles, push that water out of that spot, build some more tiles here. Just keep pushing the water around until I have it where I want it. Don't get trapped in there. Don't be stupid. Okay, Frankie just wants to mine all day long. This priority system is throwing me for a loop. I literally have not had any chance to get used to it. So, there. Oh, wow, okay. No, I don't want everything I build to automatically be a 9. Can we go back to 5, please? Yeah, let's just build that there. Just to remind ourselves that we can build things without being crazy about them. Liquid pump. Let's put it in there. Let's get some plumbing up here. Just for now, we're going to take all of this apart in a bit. How's the circuit looking? Fine. Okay, we are going to very shortly get this entire water supply sorted. I need... No, because that's going to be open. That isn't going to actually be a solid tile at any point. And it's bedtime. And no one is stopping in the loo or to go eat. That's remarkable. That's a good day. When everybody actually goes to bed on time. 8.6 tons of algae with additional tons to spare around the map. One nice... Oh, this cluster are really nice. And of course this one. We will decide at some point where we want out. I think it's probably going to be here. People can grab some food, head out. Might be through here though. Might be a bit more central. Let's see. This is going to fill all the way around here. This one is going to go all the way around here. Now that's... I think there's going to be 3 exits. Probably going to have one going out the top. One out the top, one down here, one down here. That way I don't have too great distances that need to be depressurized, because it takes a while to depressurize things. It's not quick, and it eats up a fair amount of power. It's not exciting to watch. So again, don't really know how to YouTube very well, or I would put in things like this is when something happens. I might have to cut these videos a bit. It's just always hard because I do talk the entire time. So, Catalina, you have done well to be a gopher. And you are now going to be a groundskeeper. Yeah, that is really just pushing oxygen right through the bedroom, which is splendid. Don't really want oxygen going all the way up here. I don't mind it filling up here for now. Oh wow, okay. Did not realize. Enable the building. Someone please make some lice loaf. Did I tell people they could they can still eat? No, they can't eat meal lice. So soon people are gonna be like, yo dude, where's my food? So that's bad. Did something go, did they go bad? No, I just wasn't paying attention. That's how colonies die. Getting work done. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's do that up like so. Pipes are almost fully laid. Electrical system is not. We are back up to enough calories for the day. 3 lice loaf is enough for all 4 of my dudes for a day. So that is good. And who's doing my cooking? Frankie. Pretty good at cooking, man? Ah, keep expecting to be under jobs. Frankie, cooking 2, cooking 1, cooking 0, cooking 0. Yeah, Frankie, you're the cook. Good man. Okay, now if I were to build up to 8, that is someone I would be looking for as a full-time cook, simply because it's so important to stay on top of food. As of right now, with this population, it's not really that necessary. That's fine. And one more he's going to push out, and we'll have enough for 2 more days. 1% stress, everyone's immune system's fine. We're good to go. Has this not been built yet? So let's... I want all of this 6. We're going to have to pop out on the other side of here. In fact, for the time being, let's leave that. I want to make sure I get any of this remaining good stuff. I want all the algae. Dude, what are you doing? Oh my god. Ada, can you not dig? You can dig. What is your problem? You're a pacifist. Just dig this, okay? I don't even care. Just dig that now. Quickly. Quick. No. Ada, don't be an idiot. No, don't be an idiot. You're gonna die if you're stupid. Yeah, good. Don't be stupid, stupid. Oh, God, they're so dumb. It's frustrating. Like, there should be some basic AI saying, hey, prioritize the thing that you're gonna need to survive. But I guess that would take all of the gameplay away. Okay. Let's get this ladder back in place. And keep it going down. For the purpose of this, honestly, I'm gonna need a place to put the gas pump. This is probably it. It's probably gonna sit right in this corner. So let's get our pitcher pump. That'll be fine, because once I dig through this, it's gonna just... Get it done, guys. Okay, that is plenty for now. Yep. And there it goes. Choose a duplicate. +5 narcoleptic, bite me. Pacifist, irritable bowel. That's actually not terrible. Twinkle toes, that like the additional athletics, but diver's lung is especially nice. Irritable bowel means he takes a bit longer taking a dump, but there are worse things. He doesn't produce nasty gases. He's not flatulent. He doesn't have to pee sooner, which is a problem because pee produces gases. So I need another dude. You can be my dude. I'm gonna have you as a builder, I think. Come on in. Sorry you don't have a bed. Sleep on the floor. That's right. Sucks to be you, dude. we will start another bedroom very shortly. Granite, yes. There we go. And you, sir, are going to start... Who's not done research assistant? Catalina. Can she not research? That's right, she can't, because she sucks. Joshua, we've got good enough food. We're going to start you on research assistant so we get your learning up to 7 before we have you do other stuff. Because higher learning is very nice. And the fact that you don't actually have to do any research in order to begin developing as a researcher is also very nice. Okay, dig all of this out, please. I actually don't care about that anymore. We are going to care about this, however. Things I'm going to want eventually is some mesh tile flooring here, so I can just load up ice structures and use them to cool off. This might not be... This might be too low, is what I'm realizing. What I'm also realizing is that they never built this up the 2 bits that I need it done. So yeah, get that done. And then we can begin to dig all of this out. Leave that for now. We're going to dig like so. Nice, Frankie! Frankie! My digging man. You're a digging machine, my little dude. Yeah, I know there's not a lot of air down there. Just stop whining about it, okay? Hold your breath and just be glad you didn't get oozed. Well, to be fair, you guys are my originals. 2 of my 5 now. Okay, he's got a cot. That's what matters. Other stuff is bonus. Oh, wait. Let's get him at least a mess table. Okay, you can go to those, so I just don't know why those aren't getting done, those jobs. That's fine. Got other stuff to do. Very nice. Okay. Should have a crap ton of stuff here that's going to need to eventually be taken out. We will at least make sure that we sweep the algae. There's no sand up here. That's good. Is this big enough cistern once we get this transferred in? Not sure. I do know that it's going to be a bit of a pain that if we do our polluted water cistern over here, it might make more sense to do it out through here. And I could actually make this the outgoing point. It's already open. It would basically involve just increasing this a little bit. We can deconstruct that. Make a little ridge thing so any liquids will sit in here, not find their way into the clean water supply. We are okay on toilets for now. 2 is about, I think 6 I can handle with 2 toilets. Anything more than 6 and I'm going to want a 3rd toilet. Okay, so what is happening? We're good on oxygen in the areas that really matter. Pressure's it's getting low here. That's eventually going to be an issue. There's no reason not to just fill that out. Eventually I could. Can you show me the lighting bit for this? Thank you. Yeah, this will actually work really well for doing bristle blossom in the bottom bit. Oh, they're cleaning up. Good on them. Oh, just needed more algae. Not generally cleaning up, just feeding the beast. Oh good, you're finally getting onto that. We can stop the oxygen bleed out into there. And we can start building up oxygen in here. So where are major heat vectors? Basically most bits. East, not the entire north side, this bit of the north side, and west. The entire west side of the base is a heat vector. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Let's get this properly tiled. It's going to get tiled as well. This is all going to get cleared out. It's a bit of a waste in terms of the underside of my base, but it's fine. I can eventually put in a couple heat sinks here, and I'll be secure from later heat death. So, what am I going to want on this side of the base? Probably machinery. I'm going to have this heat sink here. I'm going to be able to keep this water cold, hopefully throughout with some ice and other things. I'm going to just put this in like so for the time being. One second. Except I want every couple to not be doing that so I can still dig. I think that's going to work. Now what I need you guys to do is not be dumb. Can you not be dumb for like a week? How are we looking? Germs, fine. Decor spots that matter are good. Don't have any ventilation systems in place yet, but that is going to be soon. Ish. Soon-ish. And of course, just the one bit of plumbing going up for the time being. Yeah, turn the water to its rightful place. Now, of course, it's a big open space. It's going to be a pain to fill with oxygen, but it's not included. What can you do? I am going to end up closing this, aren't I? So this is just going to be the basement that leads to the outside. This is looking pretty okay. We are going to want to put that up. And there we go. Probably consider extending all these rooms out until they end in the appropriate positions. might mean having to move some things so it looks good. But that's fine. Luckily, I don't think you lose anything when you take things apart. I think you get all of the components back. So that is one thing that makes redesigning bases in this game significantly different than trying to do it in Rimworld, where often when you'll take something apart, you get slightly less resources than you put into creating it. Which makes you think a little bit more about initial placement, but it also, in a very real way, punishes experimentation. Which is why Rimworld, I think, is in some ways the harder to master game. Also, the game is just straight up mean to you. This game's mean to you in a steady and reliable way. The world is hot, and that's going to kill you. You have to produce food, but the plants don't like being too hot. So, if you don't deal with the heat, starvation will kill you before the heat even can. These are all reliable, whereas when we're talking about Rimworld, we're talking about, like, you know, you're chilling out your base, and then, oh, suddenly mechanoids attack. Out of nowhere. What a pain. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Looks good. A little bit of a buffer. Might want to start getting... Anyone good? +3 learning, not the worst. You have some decent other stats, but all your interests are research. Not really worth it. Goodbye, enjoy the ooze. How am I on time? We are going to take a quick break. I'm going to come right back. I think I'm only going to be able to get 2 videos in today, but that's as it is. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, let me know. Leave a like. Tell someone about it if you think they'd enjoy it, because the more the merrier. And also, while I'm noticing it, let's just get that queued up. But most importantly, of course, and this is most important, is that you go out, have a good day, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and you will hear me when you hear me, and not a moment sooner.